Everyone, welcome to today's session on irrational number and their representation. So, before starting the irrational numbers, you should be knowing about, you might be aware of one thing, which is what do you mean by the rational numbers? So, the rational numbers are something which you might be knowing that rational numbers are something that is that can be expressed in p by q form where q is not equals to 0. It is something which is the rational number. Now, what do you mean by irrational number? So irrational numbers are something which cannot be expressed in the simple fraction, or that cannot be expressed in the p by q form. So irrational number if I'll write down the definition, that the numbers, irrational numbers are the numbers which cannot be written in the simple fraction form. Now, if anyone will ask that, can you name some example? Now, some example of the irrational numbers are something which cannot be written in the simple form. Example number one, 1.21, 221, 22221, 22221. So you cannot write this in the, and it will keep on going. So you cannot write down in the simple fraction, right? Example number two, pi. You should always remember that pi is an irrational number. And the same thing, 4 minus pi, 4 pi, anything with pi, it's a irrational. Now, there's one question which comes into, might have come in your mind, that if pi is irrational, then what's the value of pi? The value of pi is something which is 22 by 7, 22 by 7. So if pi is irrational, then might be 22 by 7 value is also irrational. But the answer is no. The pi is something which is irrational in nature, but the value which is 22 by 7, it is rational in nature, because 22 by 7 is nothing, but you are writing this thing in the p by q form where q is not equals to 0. So yes, it is a rational number, but the value of pi is irrational. So over here, if something is like that pi is equals to 22 by 7, then this pi is irrational in nature, but 22 by 7, it is rational in nature. So these things you need to keep in the mind all the time, that what do you mean by irrational number. Now, before starting that, I need to tell you some of the terms which is very important for your curriculum perspective also. So you might be getting these three terms. Basically, you will be getting three terms. Now, what are those terms? The first one would be terminating number. The second one would be non-terminating number. Now, inside this non-terminating number, there are two types of numbers. Now, what are those two types of numbers? The first one is repeating number. And the second one is non-repeating numbers. Now let's break it down that what do you mean by terminating, what do you mean by non-terminating. Now, okay. So the first one, if we'll talk about the terminating number, suppose I'm writing a question which is what is the value of 3 by 8? What is the value of 3 by 8? Now, you might be knowing the value of 3 by 8, it is nothing but 0.375. After that, you cannot carry it, right? It just got terminated after 5. After that, nothing is there. One more example. One more example. What's the value of 1 by 2? You will be answering that. So it's nothing but it's zero point 0.5, right? After 0.5, if you want to put something else, not not advisable, or you cannot do that, right? Because it is something which it got terminated after 5. One other question, what is the value of 1 by 10? You will be writing, sir, 0.1. After that, got terminated. So these numbers are something which is getting terminated after some point of time, isn't it? They are getting terminated. Terminated. But what if I'll give you a question that what's the value of 10 by 3? Then what will you tell? The value of 10 by 3 is nothing but how much? It is 3.33. So 3.3333, and it will keep on going till infinity. It will keep on going till infinity. So you can write this as 3.3 bar, isn't it? Bar is something that this number keeps on going till the infinity. Bar is defined as like this, that it will keep on going till the infinity. Now the question number 2, which is something which is 2 by 3. 2 by 3. Now what's the value of 2 by 3? It is nothing but 0.6666. So it will keep on going. So you can write this as 0.6 bar. 0.6 bar. Just keep seeing this number. I'll get this number. So, okay. So you have 0.6 bar, correct? 0.6 bar. Then you have one more number, which is, I'll give you 1 by 6. 1 by 6. Now, what's the value of 1 by 6? 1 by 6, you can write it as 0.16666, right? So it is something which is 0.16 bar. So in this, all the 3 examples, what you see that first of all, these numbers are non-terminating. Before that, it was getting terminated. Right now, it is not terminating. Non-terminating. As well as they are non-terminating, with that, they are non-terminating and repeating. Non-terminating and repeating, right? So they are non-terminating and they keep on repeating the same number, right? Same number are getting repeated. Same number are getting repeated. So these are the numbers which are non-terminating and repeating decimal. But what if the number is something like that? 1.01, 001, 0001, 00001. Example number 2. 2.52, 522, 5222, 5222, and it will go on, keep on going, and this will also keep on going. So over here, the next example, 100.001, 00001, 00001, 00001, 00001, and it will keep on going like this. So what you're seeing that all the time the numbers are not repeating itself. Like this is 01, then 001, then 0001, then 4 times 0 and 1. The next one will be 5 times 0 and 1, 6 times 0 and 1, and it will keep on going. The same thing, 2.52, 522, 522, 5 4 times 2, and it will keep on going like this in the same direction. The third one is something which is 001, 0001. So you might be seeing, and after getting these three examples, you might be seeing that yes, first of all, the numbers are not getting terminated. So non non terminating, non terminating, and the second one is that they are and uh, non terminating and non repeating. They are not repeating as well. They are not repeating as well, right? They are not at all repeating. So now come to the conclusion part, that if this is what the thing is, that then what will be the conclusion of these things? So the conclusion of this part is that any number which is terminated or non-terminating repeating number, they will come under the criteria of rational. And any number which are non-terminating and non-repeating, they are termed as the irrational number. So the conclusion statement will be terminating, terminating, and non-terminating, non-terminating, repeating numbers, these both comes under the criteria of they are rational numbers. They are rational numbers. Then what about the other one, the last one, which is non-terminating, non-terminating and non-repeating numbers, they will come under the bracket of irrational numbers. They will come under the bracket of irrational numbers. Now, let's perform some example. Let's do some question and then we'll get to know. Question number 1. Write down 5 numbers between 3 and 4. The same. 3 and. Now, how can you write it? Yeah, very easy. How? See. If they are asking about the write down 5 irrational, irrational, irrational numbers between 3 and 4. Now, the question is pretty simple, but how you should approach this question. So you might know that these 5 number will be coming somewhere over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 will become, right? So somewhere between 3 and 4, these 5 irrational number will be there. Now, what is there inside between the 3 and 4? So this might be 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4. This might be 3.11, 3.12, 3.33, anything like after that, right? So if I write the 5 numbers, then can it be, or it can be anything. You can also perform this. You can also solve this. So it can be anything. What can you do? So this might be 3.10, 100, 100, 1 4 times 0, and so on. So this is something which is bigger than 3 but less than 4. What about this one? So this one is the first. Second, 3.21, 2 1 1 2 4 times 1, and it will keep on going. This is irrational because the numbers are, first of all, they are non-terminating and they are non-repeating also, right? Third one, 3.42, 422, 422, 4, 3 times, 4 times 2, and so on. And the last one, fourth one, and fifth one, you can also try from your side. You can put anything which should be more than 3 and less than 3. So this is one of the example of the irrational number. It can be other questions also, and it can be fraction also. It can be in fraction also. For example, if I'll give you the question, which is uh, find two irrational numbers between 1 by 2 and 1. So how will you approach this kind of question? So, or be it more specific, 1 by 5 and 1 by 2. So this is something in the fraction, right? So first of all, you should get the decimal value of this irrational number. In the fraction, you should get the irrational. So you might be aware that 1 by 5 is nothing but zero point 0.2 and 1 by 2 is nothing but zero point 0.5. So you got it, right? That zero point 0.2, you simplified it in the decimal form. You simplified this thing in the decimal. Now, between these, you can get the irrational number. Now, what are those? It can be 0.30, 300, 3000, 40000, and so on, right? It can be 40, 400, 4000, and then 40000, and so on. These two are the irrational, isn't it? So these are the few of the examples. And the last thing, that if you'll combine rational number and irrational number, then you will get something which is known as the real numbers. So this is the last heading, which is that what do you mean by real number? Might be you might get the statement question that all irrational numbers are real number. So the answer will be yes. The question will be one more thing. All real numbers are uh, rational number. So the answer is no, right? So if the question, first of all, what do you mean by real number? What do you mean by real number? So real numbers are something which is all rational, all rational and irrational numbers are combined to form real numbers. All rational and irrational numbers are combined to form real numbers. Now, in this, you might get the statement like the question is something which is all real numbers are irrational. So, what do you think? Is all real numbers are irrational? No, they are not. Because real numbers are something where rational numbers are also there. So, no. Because in all real numbers, not only irrational, but because rational numbers are also there. And can be the answer, the question can be vice versa also. The question can be in this form also, that all rational numbers, all irrational numbers all irrational numbers are real number? Then what do you think the answer will be? The answer will be yes, they are. Yes, they are. Because all irrational numbers are the real number, isn't it? So that's all for today's session. I hope you all understood to this topic, and keep practicing, and I'll see you next time. And if you have any doubt, you can contact me through my Urban Pro profile. That's all for today's class. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Thank you.